You are not here by accident. There is a reason your soul was drawn to this message at this very moment. A divine prophecy is beginning to unfold in your life. And what is about to happen may not only surprise you, it may shake you, awaken you, and change everything you thought you knew about love. If this message stays something deep inside you, write in the comments, "I receive this blessing with an open heart." That is your sacred confirmation, a sign that your heart is aligned with the energy of what's coming. Something has already been set in motion, and it's headed your way. You have felt it, haven't you? That quiet pull in the silence, the sense that something unseen is shifting. Your soul knows something powerful is approaching, and this is the moment where it all begins. Not a beginning of noise, but a beginning of truth. Your soulmate, the one written in your soul long before time, is being prepared to step into your path. This is not fantasy. This is the unfolding of a divine love story, one that begins not with words, but with recognition. You have crossed paths in other realms, in dreams, in glances you couldn't explain, in emotions that didn't belong to this lifetime. And now, those invisible threads are pulling tighter, drawing you closer to the one who already carries your name in their heart. The prophecy of your meeting is not distant anymore. Your angels have whispered about this day, a sacred convergence, not rushed, not loud, but deliberate. Love doesn't always arrive with thunder. Sometimes it enters like a soft wind, but its power is no less breathtaking. Today marks a turning point, not just in your emotions, but in your spirit. There is a sacred unfolding happening, and you're beginning to feel it in your chest, your breath, your bones. That is a confirmation, your body responding to divine alignment. This love, it's not like the others. It's not meant to complete you, but to reflect the depth you become. You are not waiting to be saved. You are standing ready to be met, as an equal, as a soul prepared. And that moment is almost here. There may be no signs in the sky, but if you listen closely, you'll feel the shift in the air, the way the world seems to pause around you, the way certain names echo louder than before. That is a prophecy whispering. Get ready. Do not doubt what you feel right now. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration, a sacred map unfolding beneath your feet. And love is walking the same path toward you. You may sense their energy before their voice. You may dream of their eyes before you see them. That is not your imagination. That is your soul remembering what it already knows. Today, something ancient awakens. Let yourself soften into this knowing. Breathe deeply into the truth that is rising in you. The ache you felt, it's not emptiness. It's space being made for something extraordinary. And it is closer now than ever. This journey is not about being perfect. It's about being open. Open to the shock of divine timing. Open to the mystery of love that arrives when least expected. And yet exactly on time. You are not behind. You are not late. You are standing at the exact doorway the universe designed for you. What steps through that doorway will not just change your life, it will awaken your spirit. There is no need to chase. You were never meant to run after love. You were always meant to align with it. And now, love is aligning with you. With each breath, the distance shortens. Trust this moment. Let go of logic and lean into the language of your soul. It is speaking now louder than ever, and it's telling you, the prophecy begins today. Let it unfold. There is a sacred garden within you, untouched by time, hidden behind layers of heartbreak, hope, and silence. It is blooming now, quietly, steadily, because love is drawing near, and your soul is beginning to remember the way. In that garden, a seed was planted lifetimes ago, a promise whispered between two spirits long before breath. That seed has waited in stillness, fed not by time, but by destiny. And now, it stays beneath the surface of your awareness. This isn't just a connection. It's a reunion, a return to something holy. Like two flames drawn from the same fire, recognizing one another in the dark, without needing proof, without needing words. Imagine a veil lifting between worlds, light spilling in, revealing a face your soul already knows. It doesn't matter if you've never met before. This knowing is older than your name, deeper than any memory you can touch. Your angels have choreographed this moment, a dance between timelines, between hearts, between vibrations. You are not chasing love. You are dancing toward it. Even in the stillness, especially in the stillness, the silence you've endured has not been empty. It was sacred preparation, a space where your heart was softened, so it could hold the depth of what's coming. A silence where your intuition grew sharper. You've seen the signs, haven't you? The numbers repeating, the dreams you couldn't explain, the sudden waves of peace in the middle of chaos. These are not coincidences, they are spiritual fingerprints. A portal of light has opened, not above you, but inside you, inviting this love to cross into your reality, to become something you can feel, hold, and grow with, not through effort, but through alignment. Let yourself trust what you feel, even when your mind protests. Your body knows before your logic does, and your heart is already leaning in toward the soul that mirrors your own. This is not about fixing or saving. It's about expanding and remembering. You're not being called to a fantasy. You're being called to a purpose, one that love will help you fulfill. There's a doorway appearing in your life, subtle but glowing, and on the other side stands a soul who has searched for your light in every lifetime. They are almost here. You may sense their energy brushing past you in crowds, or feel your name being called in silence. That's not imagination. That's the tether pulling you together, thread by thread, moment by moment. In this unfolding, nothing is accidental. Even the days that felt lost were laying the foundation for sacred connection. Now, the vibration is shifting. You are being magnetized to the right encounter. Let go of urgency. This love doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to presence, to softness, to the willingness to be seen, truly seen. Breathe into your own truth now. Feel the way it anchors you. You are not reaching out in the dark. You are being met by something just as intentional, just as ready. The one who is coming to you carries your echo in their soul. They have been looking for the light you carry, not loudly, but faithfully, in silence, in prayer, in unseen ways. This is the sacred part, where both hearts awaken at the same time, even if the eyes haven't yet met, even if the names haven't yet been exchanged. The souls already remember. It's not always a lightning bolt. Sometimes it's a soft unfolding, like dawn over a sleeping city, silent but unstoppable and full of promise. Let yourself be moved now, even if you don't understand it. This love will not ask you to change who you are. It will call you deeper into who you've always been. And that call is getting louder. Not every sacred union begins with a grand revelation. Some begin with a gentle shift in the heart, a stirring that has no words, only sensation, only a soft warmth that wasn't there before. That warmth is love rising from the soul's memory. Your angels are parting the veil now, not to show you everything at once, but to let just enough light in, so your spirit begins to lean forward, toward the truth it always carried. You may feel the presence of someone you haven't met, but already trust, a name your lips haven't spoken, but your heart recognizes in silence. That's not confusion, it's remembrance. Imagine a doorway made of light, with vines of gold and soft petals growing around it. Each time you choose love instead of fear, you take a step closer. Each moment of trust waters the roots of this destiny. In the sacred silence, so much is happening. Seeds are awakening in both of you. Seeds of understanding, compassion, and readiness. They grow not from force, but from surrender. Surrender is sacred, and it's opening the path. This isn't the kind of love that needs to be loud. It moves like music heard underwater, felt more than heard, known more than seen. It builds slowly, patiently, deeply. That's what makes it eternal. You are not being left behind. You are being guided inward to align with a frequency that matches your soul. You're not preparing for someone to complete you. You're becoming whole, so love can meet you fully. Trust the small moments, the whispers between your thoughts, the warmth in your chest when you least expect it. These are signs, the invisible hand of grace moving pieces you cannot see. You may feel emotions rise without reason. Let them. They are not weakness. They are the waters cleansing your garden, preparing it for something extraordinary. This connection carries a mission, not just romance, but awakening. Together, you and your soulmate will activate something greater, not just between you, but around you. Love with purpose, light with direction. Every time you breathe with intention, you bring yourself closer to that alignment. Every time you choose peace instead of panic, you open the door a little wider for that sacred energy to enter. Picture two souls sitting in different rooms, both suddenly looking up, as if hearing the same music from far away. That is the pull between you and them. That is the unseen calling you both. This sacred dance is choreographed by something higher. Every pause is a step, every delay a beat of preparation, every emotion part of the music your hearts were born to remember. Even in silence, the connection speaks. It wraps around you like wind through trees, invisible, but undeniably real. You are not alone in this dance. Your partner is already moving toward you. Let go of trying to figure it out. This love is not meant to be solved. It's meant to be felt, received. It's meant to soften you, to bring you home to yourself. There's a light forming in the space between timelines, a golden pulse between this moment and the next. And with each heartbeat, it becomes more visible. This is a love that knows your name, even if you've never spoken it aloud. The spiritual sensitivity you're feeling now is not chaos, it's calibration. You're being attuned, so when the moment arrives, your soul says yes without hesitation. Stay open, even in the unknown, because the mystery you're walking through is not emptiness, it's divine construction. Every step, every tear, every sigh is shaping the sacred reunion already on its way. There is a sacred stillness rising around you now, a soft hush that doesn't ask for words, only presence, only the quiet opening of the soul, where something ancient can finally emerge. Your heart is the gate, and the key has always been trust. Not blind trust, but intuitive knowing, the kind that blooms in silence and grows stronger when the world goes quiet. Imagine a circle of light forming beneath your feet. It expands gently with every breath you take. This is a preparation, not just for love, but for revelation, for remembering that transcends time. Somewhere, your soulmate is waking up too, not just from sleep, but from spiritual slumber, and they are starting to feel your pulse in their own, a rhythm that says, you are near, even if they don't understand it yet. This isn't just a connection, It's a message written in your soul script, a divine line between your lifelines, crossing now in sacred alignment. Through unseen orchestration, let yourself surrender to the unfolding. Stop trying to read every sign like a warning. Instead, read them like love letters, whispers from the universe, saying everything is being prepared for you. You are not meant to chase what's sacred. You are meant to rise into it, to let it recognize your frequency and meet you where you truly are, whole, honest, awake. There's beauty in the in-between, the part where nothing is confirmed, but everything feels different. That's where transformation happens, where love roots itself deep in unseen soil. Can you feel the invitation? The subtle invitation to believe again, not because of proof, but because your heart remembers what it came for, and it's guiding you home. A veil is thinning between what was and what will be. You may sense light in places that used to feel heavy. You may feel warmth where there once was fear. These are signals, portals opening between the known and the sacred. Picture a soft breeze carrying your name across fields of golden stillness. To someone who has been listening in their soul, even if they don't know why. That's the language of destiny, and it's speaking now. You are becoming more sensitive, not weaker, wiser, able to hear what the noise of the world drowns out, able to sense the tremble in the spiritual fabric, right before something beautiful appears. This love is a ceremony, not rushed, not forced. It is sacred because it's chosen, not because it's loud, but because it's true. You've been led here for a reason, to prepare your inner altar, to open the windows of your heart, so that when love arrives, it knows it is a place to land. Your soul and theirs are already rehearsing, in dreams, in silence, in mirrored emotions that seem too perfect to explain. You are dancing already. You just haven't seen the stage yet. The signs will continue. The nudges, the chills, the sudden clarity. Honor them as sacred touchstones. They are not coincidences. They are coordinates. You are being called to rise, to step through the portal with grace, to carry your light into the unknown, not with fear, but with faith, because love is walking with you. You are not waiting anymore. You are blooming, and every petal that opens in you is a signal sent out into the universe that you are ready. Even now, a door is creaking open, and behind it is not just another person, but another part of your soul, carved in love, returning home. If this message touched something sacred in you, write in the comments, "I receive this divine truth." Let that be your echo into the unseen, a spiritual confirmation that you are listening not with your ears, but with your soul, open, awake, ready. You were never wandering aimlessly. You were being guided, step by step, through sacred shadows and quiet light. Each word you read, each whisper you feel, is part of a divine map you're now beginning to remember. And you've arrived exactly where you were always meant to be. The path ahead will not require perfection from you. It will ask for presence, honesty, surrender. You will not need to prove your worth, only to allow your spirit to bloom in the rhythm of grace. In divine timing, not rushed, but sovereign. This is your invitation to walk forward with reverence, to cross the veil gently, and to trust that your soul has already said yes to what is unfolding. Nothing is random. Nothing is wasted. Every moment until now is preparing you for this knowing. Join us in this sacred space of light and wisdom. Subscribe and activate the bell so these messages can continue reaching you, not just when you want them, but exactly when your soul needs to remember. You are not alone on this path. You've never been. There are unseen hands cradling your heart, and an angel that has stood by you in silence, now whispering, You're ready. A sacred shift is awakening in your spirit, one that cannot be reversed. The light you feel now is not imagined. It is real, a sign that love is no longer on its way. It is arriving, and it carries truth in every breath. Your soul has always known, and now your heart is beginning to believe. There is peace ahead, and beauty deeper than you've known. You don't have to chase it. You only have to remain open. You are deeply loved, more than you've ever understood. And what is coming into your life is greater than your mind can grasp, but perfectly aligned with what your soul has always remembered. Let go and receive the miracle. It's already on its way.